guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get into a couple of tips I have for you guys on how to get out of your slump, get more motivation, help your bad mental health days, and keep on track of things. These are areas that I struggle with a lot, and I had to start formulating a plan for myself to keep on track and to not stop and get into a really bad place. I think probably last summer I was probably at my worst. I was so lazy, I was so unhappy, and I just was not doing anything, and it showed. I would have to say the biggest area that I struggled with is my exercise. Now you guys may or may not know that I'm kind of taking more headspace to working out and not making myself have unnecessary breaks with it, because I want to get fitter, and I know if I have those breaks I'll just fall off the bandwagon. And obviously I get sick quite a lot. I get vertigo quite regularly, I have migraines, I have a really bad immune system, so I have to have those weeks off. And before 2022, I would say if I had that time off, I would just not pick up again for like 6 months. Last year I forced myself to keep on track, and it worked, and I'm here now, and I'm over a year into working out, and I've probably only had about 3 or 4 weeks total off over the last year, and maybe a little bit more, and I feel good about that. Like, that has probably been like one of my wins of the year. The way I kind of keep myself out of a slump and keep myself on track is through various little things. So the first thing that I kind of require is, my brain loves lists, and I like to have things to tick off, and I like to look at my phone, see what I need to do that day, and tick it off and say, yes, I have completed that. Hi guys, I am just editing this, don't know what happened there. I'm just editing this vlog now, and I just wanted to mention another thing that I started using when I was first like getting back on things, and that was the reminder app, like the basic reminder app that comes with your iPhone. I use this every single day. Let me try and find it. I still have it to this day, and it will say that a lot of things are overdue, but that's kind of normal. But I use this app to like keep me accountable and remind me to do things. Obviously now that I use Finch, I don't use this as much, but I would say this was the first stepping stone. And it was like the first thing I had that was native to my phone, and I was like, right, okay. And you can set it to have reminders go off. Perfect. Anyway, back to the video. And so I was really trying to find an app that would work best for me, and the app that I find that helped me the most is called Finch, and it's kind of like you're looking after a little bird that is a finch, and it's traveling the world, traveling around, growing up with you, and each time you tick off something, the bird grows, gets XP, and it's just quite cute, you know. I have really found this app has helped me. It's not just the check boxes, there's like other things in it that can help your mental health, your anxiety, your sleep. It has little quizzes, like little reminders, like, let me have a look. So yes, it has all these things like first aid, act of kindness timers, soundscapes, movements, breathe, quizzes, reflections, and goals. So it really kind of helps you. Like, you can have like wind down for the night, you can set out what you're having for your meal time, your sleep quiz, night reflection, and I just find it really has helped me. And I use this primarily for set routines and for like little reminders that I need to look at. Like on a day that I'm like really struggling with knowing what I'm meant to be doing, I can look at this and be like, oh, okay, today I need to clean my living area, which I haven't actually done yet. But today is one of those days where I need to clean my living area. I need to drink water, clean away at least 6 things, brush my hair, which I have done, and do a workout, which I have done. So I can actually tick those. So I can tick, 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 ooh, tick. And there we go, we are at this level now. So we've got only 12 more XP points until I can then have my little pickles go on their little daily adventure. And each day you get like clothes or room decor, and it's just like you can decorate your own little space, and each month they have themes of what you can get, and it's just quite cute. Anyway, this has really helped me. I have been looking for an app that has this sort of thing for a while, and I feel like it's quite well-rounded, and it's just, yeah, I recommend it a lot. Not only does it have the app, but it also has a massive Discord server that you can go on, meet other people, see your wins and put your lows and wins, and just, you know, talk to the community. And it's just really kind of like nice. Not only that, but they also really love to have the community help make the app better. And yeah, it's just really good. So I've been using this since October. I'd say the only days I have missed so far were the 2 or 3 weeks when I was sick with COVID. So other than that, I like use it a lot to like set me on the right path and to remind me to do things. So each day I have like certain different tasks. So today it's to clean my living area. Tomorrow it's to hoover the floors and do my kitchen. Sundays is a rest day. Mondays bathroom, Tuesdays bedroom, Wednesdays hallway, Thursdays spare room, and then Fridays living area, which is just this half of this area. Really struggling with cleaning. I used to have one day where I had to do it, which was like on Saturday or Sunday, and that got old real fast. Like I moved into this flat 2018, and I did it literally every single weekend. I was cleaning, and then I think COVID happened in 2020, and I was living at home and working from home, never leaving, and I was alone, no one else to do the tasks for me, and my flat just hasn't kind of recovered from that. So I had to kind of shorten the tasks but give them specific days to keep me on track to clean my flat, and that has definitely helped my flat get back into a more livable situation. Finch is definitely something I recommend you buying or downloading. Any app kind of that does that thing. Actually, I tried so many different apps to see what would work best for me, and this is the only one that has stuck. So I mean, do what you want with that. Okay, the next thing is kind of, I mean, everyone's using it at the moment. It's kind of big right now, which is Notion, which is the free site thing that you can create your own little hub in, and I love it. It's like got everything I need and require all wrapped into one area. It's got my to-dos, it's got my reminders to do my my learning of my Spanish, it's got my YouTube, my entire YouTube schedule for this entire year, the entire 2023 year. I've got it in Notion. It's got my book list that I want to read, it's got my Project 50 tracker. It's got some other bits and bobs, and I just keep on adding to it whenever I need to, and it's just kind of kept me also on track. Seeing little ticks after the day or whatever I'm doing, it's just been really like therapeutic just to see that, you know, oh, another day's done. That is fantastic. And I only found out about it quite recently. Like, I want to say I set it up, I think, the first week of January when I was still bedbound, and it has been so much fun to actually create as well. It's like your own little website, but the site's kind of already made, and you don't have to share it with anyone. You can have it on your own. You don't need to have a job, don't have to have it as part of a job. You can just use it for your own little space and keep yourself accountable for things. I know some people who use it literally for journaling. I know people who use it for finance. I know people who use it for just their own little space to put everything on there. But I mean, I have like other things I use, so I don't just use Notion for those things, so I don't have them on here. But yeah, it can literally be used for anything. I've even got like a whole Formula 1 area that I am like slowly expanding as I go by, which is going to take me like the entire of my life to do. But yes, that. The third thing I would say is having routines, which I've already kind of touched on. It's to have like a cleaning routine, like a laundry routine. So my routines are, it's like, for example, days I work out, which are generally Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, but they do actually switch around quite a lot depending on how I'm feeling or like work. For example, today I was working until 7 p.m. and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do a workout, so I'm actually moving that to tomorrow instead, which is Saturday, and I'm okay with doing that. And then there's my cleaning routine, where I have a specific room for 6 days of the week. There's laundry, so 1 week it's clothes, next week it's washing, the towels, bed sheets, etc, etc, etc. There is every weekend I have to go on a walk, and within those routines it's to have like, so I can't do things in silence. I have to be watching something or listening to something. So if watching Netflix or watching something on Disney Plus or on TV helps you with this, do it. Put it on in the background. I love watching Twitch in the background. I highly, highly, highly rate listening to podcasts, listening to playlists, just having some music on. It really helps. Me specifically, when I am cleaning on my days I have to do cleaning, I put on my headphones, put on Spotify playlist, or usually podcast, which I don't use through Spotify, but I use the Apple podcast app. I don't know why I do them separately, but I do. I do that task for the amount of time it takes for me to get through that podcast or album. For example, I don't tend to actually listen to a lot of playlists. I tend to listen to albums more. I'm not someone who likes to have shuffle on, or there's certain artists I want to evade and ignore. So I like listening to albums, so I don't listen to what I don't want to listen to. Anyway, and if I go for a walk, I have to do over 5k. That is my standard, so that tends to be listening to an album and listening to a podcast, and then that's usually kind of like wraps it up into me being able to do 5k. That's usually roughly around 2 hours of a walk for me. It's 5 to 10k. And so yes, I highly rate listening to music as you do your tasks. It 100% helps you kind of focus in on that, especially if you get distracted a lot. I find that some of the stuff that you listen to it's just really interesting, or it's music that you just really enjoy, so it's just like you want to do your task as you're enjoying what you're listening to. You know what I mean? Anyway, and the final kind of tidbit I am going to mention is to do it anyway. Is to do the task that you need to do, that you don't want to do, and you're going to put it off, and you're going to say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you're like, I'm going to do it next week. And then that week turns into a month, into 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Do it anyway. Do it even though you don't want to do it, because once you start doing it, you're fine. You're doing the task, and it's not as hard as you think it's going to be. Like, it's so simple. Like, these tips aren't difficult. They aren't like groundbreaking. They are something everyone can do. I mean, some are optional, some you don't have to do, some you might want to try and see if you can work it out. But honestly, they have personally been what's helped me, that have helped me stay on track and do things, and stick to it and see if it makes a change for you. Obviously, I'm not you. These might not work for you, but these are things that have helped me over the last several months to make sure I don't kind of become a fixed couch potato and triple the size I am right now, and my flat to be a ball of dust. Yeah, I would say also my mental health has not been like too bad. I haven't had like a really bad day, taking out having COVID, because COVID on New Year's and Christmas really upset me. But I mean, before then, going on to last year, I don't think I've had like a bad day, like a bad mental health day since the summer. That's it. Those are my tips. Try it or don't try it. I would say the biggest takeaway of this is to have routines and stick to it. Stick to your routine. It takes a few weeks for your brain to like set the routine in play, but it works. And the latest thing I'm adding to my routines is a morning routine, and I think I'm going to be uploading that soon, actually, like next week, I think. And adding like a simple morning routine has also kind of helped me improve myself mentally as well, because it's like an hour and a bit of time before I start working, an hour and a bit just for myself to start off the day, has kind of just like been really therapeutic, and has like helped me set myself up for the day and know what my intentions are. I have just been generally feeling really good recently, and not much has changed in my personal life. I'm still living alone, I still just own a cat, I'm still single, but I'm not having as much anxiety attacks, and I'm not having as bad like mental health days. Yeah, I mean, I've been there, so I know what it's like. I have suffered from severe anxiety since I was a teenager, so I would say I've got a better hold of it now, and I know what triggers me, and I know what I can do now to help that. I also know that it's actually helped telling people as well. I started telling people at work about my anxiety, and that has also helped me be better in situations where my anxiety would be probably 20 times worse. So anyway, that's it. I'm a go. I rambled enough. I rambled. That's not a word. This was very rambly. I had this all scripted out, and then I felt like that seemed too scripted, so I kind of just went off on one. So I hope this made sense, and I hope this helps anyone. And it took me a while, but I got there, and I'm Gucci now, so that's that. Anyway, I'm gonna go because it's 9:20 in the evening, and I've not had dinner yet, so I'm gonna go. See ya.